Guys, how we doing? I just recorded 30 fucking minutes of this video, and because I knocked my bloody microphone, it switched the fucking mic off. I cannot believe it. I'm absolutely snapped. So, I'm just going to fly through this part because this is the second time I've fucking covered it now, and I can't be arsed hanging around. So, just briefly, normally, like when I'm doing these videos, I try to keep them as short as possible, right? So I've got them here doing the fundamental side. Then I usually show you the technical analysis side, right? And then I don't normally show is I normally go through here. Sorry, where are we? I normally go through the pairs here. This is the data. Now I don't go through every single pair. I just go through the pairs that I'm interested in based on information from the fundamentals and stuff, right? So for example, GBP USD, all right? And so on. So let's move across. Where are we? NZD, China, AUD. Remember, on your notebook, you're going to be writing strong, weak, and neutral. Pardon me. My mouth's watering like hell. It's lunchtime and I'm fucking starving. I'm just trying to hurry up and do this because my kid is just went to sleep and I'm trying to hurry up and do this while he's fucking sleeping because, yeah, I just don't have time later once he's awake. So, guys, here we go. NZD, shit. Bearish, 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 sticky, bearish, bullish, but you know, also means people are getting into decks. It's credit card spending. Let's see what I've got this week. We have got PMI, flash services, and manufacturing PMI for Oz. So, NZD, 1,000,000% still weak for me, guys. AUD, I've still got it down as strong, right? But it's not a strong that I'm doing cartwheels about. It's still a pretty shit economy. It's just showing strength just now, so I've got it down as strong. If we look across here, I've got AUD CAD marked up for potential buys, buying in this zone, small candle, large engulfing, once broken, becomes the new support. Boom, boom. So we look to see a pullback, retest, and away we go. So you could essentially enter anywhere here. Pardon me. I'm just waiting for confirmation. Fucking hell, lad, sorry. My mouth is watering like fuck, it's making it hard to speak. So what I'm looking for is confirmation, which is a candle close on a daily time frame or decent candle movement on the 4-hour time frame, showing that it is now pulling back up, because it could pull down to here, alright, getting at a better price. So I'm just waiting to see how that pans out, get the confirmation, and then we'll jump in and take that trade. If the data was much stronger, like let's just say right now AUD was an absolute fucking powerhouse, right? And Canadian dollar was dog shit like it is right now, I would actually happily enter this right now. But AUD isn't really a powerhouse right now, in my opinion. It's a bit fucking wishy-washy, and the data from China isn't good whatsoever, which means follow-on data from Aussie won't really be that good, okay? So that's why I'm actually not taking it just now, and I'm waiting for a little bit more confirmation that it is actually now going in our favour, alright? And you usually don't miss out, because look, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 4 day, there's 4 days you could have taken that if you were looking for sales, do you know what I mean? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You know, there's 9, and then another week where you could have still got into this trade. You see what I mean? And yes, it's broke away, but it's came back to roughly the same price. Do you know, you've got so much time to take the trades. Don't ever worry about missing them. All right. Now let's get back to the fundamentals. So that's AUD strong, but it's not one that I'm doing cartwheels about, and NZD weak. All right. Now we're gonna fly through these because it's just one at a time now. CAD manufacturing, bullish, bullish. Don't be put off that it's red. It's red because they thought it would be 1.4. It came in less than expected. However, look at the previous 1%. It's actually increased, so that is bullish. Bearish, bearish, sticky, bearish, bearish. bullish. Rate cut doesn't necessarily mean bearish because look, it was already penciled in, so they're already expecting it, right? Rate cuts become bearish. Let's just say that was the previous was 2.75, right? And the forecast for then was also 2.75, and then it came in and they had cut rates at 2.50. That then becomes bearish, all right? That then will give you a massive bearish because it's a shock to the system. Like, fuck, I wasn't expecting that. And then they then start panic selling CAD, okay? But because it's already anticipated, you might even get no reaction, or you might even get a bullish reaction to this because they're like, yeah, we already penciled it in. Now it's time to buy more, or now it's time to sell more. You know what I mean? So that's how to look at it. Don't just think of rate cuts and be like, oh, they've cut rates, that's bearish, because it's not the case, okay? You need that full overall context. Core retail sales month on month, bearish. Retail sales month on month, bearish. Okay, so yeah, CAD is shit. CAD is totally shit, and it's massively affected by oil, right? And oil is not doing well right now as well, which we are going to cover oil in this video because someone keeps asking me in another group, in the Fixify group. CAD. This week we've got a couple of things we want to see. GDP, yeah, blah blah blah. Nothing major. So CAD for me, I think I had it in week last, didn't I? Yeah, I did, and it's still going to be weak because it is shit. Now let's cover oil while we're on CAD. All right, I'm just going to cover oil over here. Oil is still bearish for me, guys. Look, it's just been fucking bearish forever. So if you look at how many people, like if you're on the Fixify thing and you look at the comments, I think there's some comments there, or there was some comments in my LinkedIn of people when I shared the same stuff, and people were like, well, it's not bearish, it's going up. Now, they were saying that when oil was doing this. Do you know what I mean? They're like, it's going up, oil price is flying. No, it's not flying. It only looks like it's flying when you're in the small time frames because it's going up, right? But look at the higher time frames. It's fucking melting. It's nowhere near going up. You know, previous support, once broken, becomes a new resistance. Bang, bang. For me, there's no real value to sell it from here. I really need, I need a real kind of pullback, a liquidity grab or something for me to be like, okay, let's get in at a good price. Look, you've got too many support. It's not really a good price for me personally to sell from. I'd like to see it come up, retest this, or even retest this zone here, something a bit deeper. So that's why I haven't bothered taking sales on it just now. But it is fucking bearish. There's nothing bullish about oil at all right now, guys. All right, nothing bullish at all. Now, if it starts going up and you want to take a counter trend trade, by all means, crack on. I just wouldn't touch it. I would not be taking buys on oil. I'd be watching it come up, and then I'd be entering the sales to ride it all the way down. Okay, that's what I would be doing. When we cover USD, we'll cover oil as well, all right? Because we'll cover the, what do you call it? We don't even look at CHF now. CHF it's just always fucking neutral. Put it in neutral. I never trade CHF based on data because the data is always meh. The data never does fuck all. I trade CHF based on risk on or risk off sentiment, right? If it's risk on sentiment, then you're looking for sales in CHF. If it's risk off sentiment, like something kicks off around the world or blah, 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 then you're looking to buy CHF against other pairs, okay? That's pretty much it when it comes to trading CHF. It's a very layman's way of looking at it. Of course, there's a couple of little things to it, but it's not that important. German WPI month bearish. Italian trade balance bullish. Bullish. So don't be afraid that it's red. Don't be put off that it's red. I think it's bearish. Look, they thought it was going to be far higher, but it has increased since previous 3.7 to 5.3. That's still bullish. Okay. Bullish. 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 Sticky. Bearish. Final CPI year on year is bearish. Current account bearish. It's still in a surplus, but obviously it's a big drop, right? German PPI bearish. Let's see what we've got coming up next week. The eurozone overall is still quite strong. Let's see. Look, we've got really mixed data here. More leaning towards bullish with a couple of bearish, but it's mixed data. You know, if this comes in, it will be bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bullish. You know, bullish again. So we need to wait and see what these numbers coming in. So for now, I am going to keep euro in strong for now. Okay. Yes, we're seeing a little bit of meh data, but it's still not enough to say that the eurozone is weak. Okay, it's doing quite well, and it's managed to get its inflation central bank rates down to 2.15% without fucking crashing the economy. That's pretty fucking phenomenal, guys. That's pretty amazing. All right, moving on. Pound sterling. Bullish, bearish, because people are claiming more, so it's bearish. Unemployment, sticky. CPI year on year, sticky, quite strong. Core CPI is bearish. Bearish, worse than anticipated as well. Bearish. The plot dot, official bank rate, sticky. They never cut rates. Public retail sales, sticky on the bullish side. Bearish. It's a lot of spending. Let's see what we've got. We've got manufacturing PMI, services PMI coming up this week. I'm going to put GBP in neutral for now. It would still be... let me just see. In fact, I'm not. Let me scroll that out. I'm going to put GBP in bullish. I'm going to still keep it in strong. But I'm just going to remember in my mind that Euro and GBP would kind of be weak bullish, right? They're not quite neutral in my opinion, right? Remember, this is my opinion. Pardon me. They're weak bullish. Okay, so they're again kind of like AUD. That's a weak bullish as well, all right? Moving on. Japanese yen. I mean, I don't even know why we bother looking at this. It's weak. I'm writing weak straight away because we just know that it's shit. Let's see. Bullish. Still bearish. Bearish. Massively bearish. Bearish. Sticky. Yeah, it's bearish as shit. They're trying to claw their way back out, but their economy's just fucked. And yeah, we've got manufacturing PMI, Bank of Japan core, CPI, SPPI. We've got in Tokyo core CPI. We've got a few things that we want to see next week, okay? But it's bearish. It's fucked. Yeah, New Zealand we've done. Now we will do USD. Bearish, bullish, bullish, but remember they're month on month. The ones that we really want to see is kind of quarter on quarter, year on year. Bullish, sticky, bullish, sticky, sticky, bearish, bearish, bearish. So let me just think. Oh wait, there. That'd be bullish. So let me just, yeah, that would be bullish. So see when you see it minus there, right? But listen, please listen to the context of this. It does not mean oil is fucking bullish, right? It will give you a bullish reaction. So when you see this at a minus, 9.3 million, it means that demand is higher than the supply. More people are buying than they have enough stock to supply. Hence, it's minus 9.3, right? Now, it doesn't mean oil's bullish. It just means it's going to have a bullish reaction just now, which you can see. Is that oil? Yeah. It's going to slightly come up and push up, which is exactly in line with what we want to see long term. We want it to come up from here. Boom. Retest and then go. If you wanted to take counter trend trade buys from here, you could. I personally wouldn't touch it with the fucking barge pole. I'm purely looking for sales. Candles below the 200 EMA on the longer time frames. I'm looking for sales all day long, guys, okay? If you wanted to take counter trend trades on the 30-minute, the 1 hour time frame and blah, 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 by all means, crack on. Lower your risk, manage your risk, don't over trade it, don't over leverage it, blah, 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 crack on. But I wouldn't be doing that. So whenever oil shows you that this is in a plus, it means that there is more supply than there is demand, which then lowers the price, okay? And then that ties in with when you're looking to sell it, all right? The Fed have cut rates, and you can see that's the bullish reaction of the market. And like I explained previously, just because it's a rate cut, it was anticipated. So this was previously 4.50%. They forecast a rate cut of 25 basis points, which happened, and it gave a bullish reaction, not a bearish reaction. However, if there was a shock to the system, to the global markets, if this dropped by 50 basis points, i.e. the number actually came out at 4%, 4.00, this, at that point, would have a massive bearish reaction in the USD, because it would be like, holy fuck, we weren't expecting that, and it would be a bullish reaction, a bearish reaction. But because it was already forecast, already predicted, anticipated, whatever word you want to use, and it came in as predicted, then it was a bullish reaction, okay, because it was already priced in, blah, blah, blah. Unemployment claims have decreased, that's bullish. Fed Philly manufacturing has increased, that's bearish. Bullish, what am I talking about? Bearish. No effect. Long-term purchase. Nah, we don't really care about that. Let's have a look next week. What have we got? We've got flash manufacturing PMI, services PMI. I want to see them. GDP, unemployment claims. Yep. GDP index, quarter on quarter. Yep. Personal income, personal spending. Yep, we want to see all those this week. Okay, so for USD, I'm going to keep it in neutral for now. Alright, guys. So just to run through, strong, I have got AUD, Euro, GBP. Weak, I have got NZD, CAD, Japanese Yen. Neutral, I've got CHF and USD. Okay, I'll go through that one more time. Strong, I've got AUD, Euro, and GBP. Now, all of them, in my opinion, are weak bullish, okay? They're bullish, but they're weak bullish. It's not that none of them are bullish that I'm like, oh my god, pound is fucking flying, or Euro is flying. They're not. They're just slightly bullish, alright? Weak, which in my opinion are totally dog shit, is NZD, CAD, and Japanese Yen. So I would be fucking selling these currencies against other pairs, or, buying them, depending on which way it's around. Or buying the opposite pair, sorry, not buying them, but yeah, I'd be selling these pairs and buying against it with another pair. Neutral, Swiss franc, and USD, okay? So, that's us covered this side of things. Let's have a look at, where are we? Let's have a look at the technical analysis, and I'm just going to fly through it again, right? Let's jump to the weekly. For those of you that followed my video previously, this is exactly what I had marked up. Look, I'll zoom in. Small candle, large engulfing, broke away. You're looking for it to come here, retest, reject, and go. Once it breaks, you're looking for that break, retest, reject, and away it goes, okay? Now, this could potentially be what we call a liquidity grab, which is essentially like this. See that? Boom, it broke above, and then started melting. However, I just don't believe it is, because AUD is, at the moment, far stronger than CAD. Okay, there's no oil growth, there's no this, there's no that. So, what I think, I think we could potentially see a spurt here. Let's have a look at the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, look, we could potentially see this. Let me see. Bang, away we go. We could potentially enter this. Let's look at daily. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. 2 hour, 3 hour, 2 hour. Let's see. So on the 2 hour, if it breaks above here again, retest and then goes, I'll enter, okay? So let's see. I just want a bit of confirmation first. This isn't confirmation yet because it's all bearish. You need a confirmation bullish that it's now turning in your favour, alright? AUD CHF. There's nothing here. Look, nothing. AUD Japanese Yen, nothing. Nothing yet. I'd probably see a more of a push up, retest, reject, and then go. Fuck all, yeah. It's just there's no value there. I would be looking for buys, but there's just no value yet to buy it. Nothing, no value. Nothing. Nothing. No value to buy. It's buys, but there's no value. It needs to fucking pull back. Euro USD, nothing. GBP AUD, fuck all. Nothing. Nothing. Fucking hell. Nothing. Nope. 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 It needs a pullback. There's no value to sell from here. It must pull back for you to get in at a good price of value. Nope. Nah. Be looking for buys. Well, there's something here. I'll be looking for buys. You just need to pull down first and go. USD CHF. Nope. And nope. Alright. There is fuck all there, guys. We are currently in GBP USD across 5 different thingies. Bosh. Bush. Oh, sorry. Bush. 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 A bush. All different things, alright, depending on the side. I don't know why that one's not loading up, but okay. We're in 5 different, same trade, but in 5 different accounts, okay? Some of those are like 3 of them are live, 3 of them are like the fucking funded stuff that I got for free. What else? That is pretty much it, boysies. I hope it's been useful. I'll put the details in, what do you call it? The group. Have a good week. Trade safe. Don't over risk. Don't over leverage. Don't take unnecessary risks. If your setups show themselves on whatever time frame you prefer to trade on, fire away. Be my guest. Fucking crack on. And if they don't, just wait. All right. I'm Ryan Mac. Thank you for watching the trading, guys. Have a great week.